Hi, this is Walter from Learn, and in this video we will learn how to add a milestone to Microsoft project. And this approach should work for all versions starting from 2013 to the latest version. Now before we get started, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you receive notification when I publish a new video. Okay, so in my previous video, we started to build a project plan and schedule that was converted from a simple list that flat data that I copied into project. Now, most of the schedule already structured as we did in the previous video, and that's structured into summary task and subtask. Now we're going to build more on that in adding milestones into a plan. And in a future video, we'll look at how milestones support us in reporting on project progress, etc. with that. But before we get started, I think it's best to first understand the definition of what a milestone is. In the project management Institute, which is a PMI, they define a milestone as a completion of a significant event in a project. Also, Microsoft defines a milestone typically as having a zero duration, although some milestones may have duration. However, 99% of the time, scheduling best practice do consider milestones to have zero duration. So with that said, let's jump in and have a look at creating some milestone within our plan and updating some. Okay, so what I have is the plan structure, which we looked at before, as I said. So we started on, if we jump to task number 13. Now, task number 13, I have it currently sitting at with a 1 day duration, and you can see, if you look across on the Gantt chart view, that is showing a bar which for that 1 day duration. Now, what we're going to do to turn that task into a milestone is simple as creating, or I should say, giving it a zero duration. So turning that from 1 day to 0, and as you can see on the right hand side, or maybe I'm just going to highlight this for you to see, that change has appeared as a diamond shape. So that's typical for a milestone. Now we're going to repeat that same process in another task. So if we jump down to delivery, planning, sign off, that task also is has a 1 day duration, and you can see that on the Gantt chart to your right, again that's a bar representing that 1 day duration. Now we're going to change that to a 0 as we did above, and as you can see, again that changes from a bar to a diamond shape. So that is how typically you're changing tasks within a plan to a milestone. Now, how do you add in a new milestone? So we've got a task in here, and we've just changed those duration from 1 day to 0 days in duration. Now we want to add in a brand new milestone. There's a number of ways to do this. First of all, what we can do is find where you want to insert, or you want that milestone to be. Now I'm going to go to I'm going to go up to line 4, and I'm going to right click in here, and I'm going to insert a task. And for that task, it's automatically defaults to a 1 day duration, and you can see that bar representation of that 1 day duration as well. Now, all we need to do is very much the same thing, is set that to 0 days in terms of duration, and you can see that change in that bar from a bar to the diamond shape representing a milestone. I'm just going to undo that, and so that's one way of building, putting in a milestone. I'm just going to undo that, and I'm going to show you another way. So that is very much the same thing, but this time we're going to use the taskbar. So we'll come up to task at the top here. And if we click on that, click on task, and we come over to the right hand side, highlighted, you will see we have an option that says milestone. So by clicking on that, that automatically inserts a task, and as we can see, it has a diamond shape in the Gantt chart area. Its defaulted duration is 0 duration, and you have a new task, a new milestone, which is a blank task, which you can now name whatever you desire to be in the project. So that is one way of add-in, so two different ways of add-in. One, you can right-click and insert a task, or simply click on the area you want to insert that new task, come over to the milestone option on the top of the task ribbon or toolbar, and click on that, and that will automatically insert that new milestone for you. Now, how do you tell that a task is a milestone? Now, there's a number of ways in which we can do that. One, you can see we have this 0 representation here in terms of duration. The other way we can also look at this is by, if we right click on any of the columns here, we're going to insert a column, and the column we're going to insert, it's called milestone, and there we go. Now I'm just going to right click again. I'm just going to center it just to make it easier. And what you can see straight away by having this column in here is you have this yes that is showing in your there in the milestone column here. So I'm just going to highlight this here. So it is showing you that you have a yes in there. Also, we have the same further down in our plan. So that is another way of tracking or seeing that you do have a milestone, those milestones in your plan. Another way we can actually look at a task in more detail and actually see the that it is a milestone is double clicking on that task itself. And if you go to the advanced section of the task information, you click on that advanced, and what you see at the bottom left hand corner is you have that the task is marked. So mark task as milestone. So that checkbox is ticked, indicating that you have a milestone of that task. So what we've covered here is inserting milestone, and different ways of inserting it is right clicking on the side, inserting a new task and giving it a 0-day duration. We also have the option of clicking wherever you want to in the plan, or in your plan, and clicking on the milestone option up on the toolbar or the ribbon, if you want to call it that, and inserting that milestone task, and then automatically project will insert a 0 duration, and you'll see on the Gantt chart view you have a diamond representing that. Hope you enjoyed this, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.